Hi folks, as promised, a demo of the Neptune AquaFilter that I've been banging on about for a couple of weeks. So I got this from Alan's Hall. Thanks very much to Joe and Ryan for getting this one for me. My dad had one of these years ago, so I was kind of pleased to get hold of one. And since it's kind of unusual, I thought I'd do a bit of a demo. So first things first, we've got the main machine, steel wands, and quite a long hose actually, that's very handy. With the machine comes 3 floor tools. You've got the air-driven turbo brush, the squeegee for wet pickup on hard floors, and it's called a combination hard floor and carpet tool, and when I first saw it I was a bit like, that's not a combination hard floor and carpet tool at all. It's very, I think it is just one chunk of plastic. There's nothing inside there at all. There's no base plate that moves up and down, there's no retracting brushes. But actually it does work really well, so that was a bit of a surprise. Turn it off. And on the back of the machine is the cable and the tool storage. Now the cable storage really irritates me on this. I would have liked it to have cord rewind, but it doesn't. So the cable sort of squashes in here, which is not ideal, but there you go. But on the other hand, the tools also store in here, which I think is really handy to have, especially because it's quite a large cleaner. So it's not the lightest in the world. So having the tools in the little storage flap rather than clipped on anywhere does make life a bit easier. So the main feature of the machine is that it's a water filter vacuum. So when these were sold, they were sold via in-home demonstrations and exhibition shows like Ideal Home and things like that. And they were sold on the merits of their filtration levels, so good for allergy sufferers. Rather than using a bag or a bin or a cyclone on filter system, it has a water tank, so the dust and the dirt and the dirty air coming through the cleaner is forced through water, which then captures everything and blows out clean air at the back. And the tank is here. So that's the separator, that sits in the top. The hose plugs in at the front here and plugs straight into the separator, which goes straight down here and into the water level. It can be used for wet pickup as well, by opening up this little, I don't know what you want to call that, air duct I suppose, on the separator, but you don't put any water in, you just leave it empty and open that up and it can be used for wet pickup, which is convenient. So let's get it set up to use. Okay, so first things first, the separator comes out and we have an empty tank. There's a max line here. It's rubbed off slightly on this one because it's only a sticker, which I don't think was the greatest idea in the world. But that's where it needs filling up to. It's about 2 litres. So it's just clean, cold water, nothing special, just straight out the tap. Perfect. There we go. And then the separator sits in the top. And that's ready to go back on the cleaner. So the water tank sits in the base of the machine there. Air filter in the top. Goes down, and then the hose there's a little arrow on the hose there, and there's one on the cleaner here, and that's where they get matched up, and then twist it round. Perfect. Then we're ready to go. Okay, so I vacuumed everywhere, done all the carpets, the hard floors and the furniture. Now, I have vacuumed midweek with an upright, and I used this last weekend as well. So whatever is in here has come out of the carpets from maybe about Wednesday, Thursday this week. So my cameraman's eyes are going, oh my god, what are we going to find? So let's have a look and see what we've picked up. Ooh. Lovely. So let's just get rid of this. There's a lot of hair, which I expected there would be because we've got a long-haired cat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh. Oh, that's nasty.
That's from midweek onwards. So in closing, I'm really happy with this cleaner. It picks up a hell of a lot. The only problem with it is that it's kind of messy to empty and messy to maintain because I've now got to wash the tank and the filters out. So it's also kind of heavy when it's in use. If you could see your face right now. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this video or not, given how rank that was. But,
it's like there's a small kitten in there.
Yeah, that's really bad. Thanks guys.